lots of things going on in the Santa Cruz Valley and also the surrounding valleys, like our friends to the north in Palmdale, in the Antelope Valley, and things that we do for our veterans who, coming out of the military, having been in the military many, many, many years ago, and even though there was really no conflicts when I was in there, still even coming out, it was kind of like you go from a certain very rigid, everybody is kind of controlling what you do until going out and all of a sudden you have the freedom to do whatever you want. It's sometimes very difficult to find direction in where you're going, and especially in the last decade or so with so much combat going on and a lot more stress with our military coming out and really needing support of those on the outside. There's an event coming up. Actually, I've got the information right here. There's an event coming up. It's a classic auto and motorcycle show. It's the 6th annual motorcycle show put on by Vets for Veterans. Here to talk about it with me this morning is Michael and also Tom Hilzendeger, who is president of Vets for Veterans. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Now, first of all, let's talk about this. Tom, your involvement here. What led you to form Vets for Veterans?
I'm in a PTSD group, and I'm also a car enthusiast. And so I was at a car show one time, and I was walking around, and I thought I'd put on a car show to, help out our local veterans. And I started asking questions, talking to people, see if they would be interested, and everybody said, yeah, go for it. So in my group, I talked to them about the idea that what I wanted to do, and everybody in my group said, yeah, let's do it. So it was going to be a one-time thing, and it turned out so good that we thought we would do it the next year, and it turned out even better.
Well, that's amazing, and you've been able to raise over $30,000 to donate to median cases where veterans can't afford housing, utilities, food, etc. So this turns into a real thing, because even though we have the Department of Veterans Affairs, it's a fine organization, but a lot of times it's hurry up and wait, and there are still services that aren't quite available. There are things that fall through the cracks for veterans, right?
Oh, exactly, and that's where we come in, because we're in the position that we have no red tape. If we have a veteran that needs help, we help them that day. For an example, we had a family of 5 that were living in their car, and we set them up and got a motel room for them, got dinner at a restaurant called Lucky Roxy's. So they got food, and then we got a hold of Mental Health of America. They have a veteran section there. And then they took over and started helping them. So quite a few times we've had put veterans in a motel room just to get them off the street and help them get going again.
And again, there's no guarantee once you get out of the military that there's going to be something waiting for you on the other side, and so that's really important. Now, Michael, what is your involvement with the group? Are you just here as a moral support, or?
I'm one of the board members for the organization, the nonprofit. So yeah, I try and help them to spread the word as best as I can with my computer skills and marketing skills. So I reached out to you folks since I've worked with you guys in the past, and you've been really supportive. So we really appreciate that.
And this event, this is a car show, the 6th annual car and motorcycle show being held on September 20th at Poncitlan. Am I pronouncing that right? Park in
It took
Palmdale.
me forever too.
Yeah.
Poncitlan, I think.
Poncitlan from noon to 4 p.m. So what can people do to get involved? What is it that you're looking for? Are you still looking for entrants, or are you looking for vendor sponsors? Are you just looking for people to show up?
It's a real good family event, and it's all about the veterans and stuff. We have a great opening ceremony. We have boogie woogie dancers, Hawaiian dancers. Boys Night Out is the band. We have a flyover that's going to come over. And what we want is people to come, visit, look at the cars, and love to have some of the cars here in Saugus and Valencia bring their cars up. I've been to the Route 66 car show here, and I'm in a car club, High Desert Cruisers, and we come down here to their show, so I'm here trying to talk some of your car people to come up to our car show.
Well, maybe Michael and I could bring our Nissan Leafs up there and just
That's
pop it in
right.
there, pop open that hood, see all
Right.
the
Yeah, at the
sauce
same
top.
time, they come up, they have a good time, and while they're having a good time, they're actually helping out a veteran in need.
And that's true. And on a more serious note, there are plenty of car enthusiasts out here. We have great car shows and things that go on, so it's a good opportunity to go and not only show your car off, but for a great cause. Now, I want to talk a little bit, Tom, about what we can do as far as if a veteran needs help. If someone is out there and they're realizing, hey, this might be an organization that could help me out, what can they do?
They could contact us, and what we do is, of course, they got to prove that they're veterans. They got to show their D214. They have to write a letter of what their hardship is, and then we'll have an interview. Most of the veterans that we get is recommended through AV College or Mental Health of America or the Vet Center up in Palmdale. So it's pretty much good recommendations that we get for the people in need. One time we had a lady that she was a retired Navy, and she was going through some real tough times, and she didn't have any food, and so we got a gift card for her at Walmart and took her shopping that day and got food for her.
Well, that's awesome. AV Vets, the number 4, veterans.org. You can also call this number. It's 661 area code 714-0454. Now, your organization is supported by some grants, but mostly it's these types of car shows and fundraisers and donations from people, right?
Oh, the car show is really big. I mean, that's what got us started. Boeing, it was just absolutely wonderful. They gave us a check yesterday for $15,000. So one of the things that we want to do is purchase a house, and then once we get the house, the veteran coming back from war, he can live in the house for 6 months to a year free. And we pay all the bills and everything. All he has to do is get out, find a job, save his money, and then he'll move out. It's not permanent, it's temporary. We don't want anybody being dependent on us.
Right.
But it is, it's sticking your hand out and giving somebody a help.
The hand up, not the hand out. And that's the thing, and that's what you learn in the military is really how to be self-sufficient. But in some cases, you just need that little guidance or push. So outstanding.
Right. And it's somebody coming back, most of them are pretty young. Some of them might be married, and they have a child while he's deployed. When he comes back, then they have to go move in with mom and dad. And it makes it difficult for a couple. So this way they get to be together, and if they need counseling, we can set counseling up for them. It won't cost anything. That is actually an awesome thing, because that's really what helped me out a lot.
Well, outstanding. The 6th annual Classic Auto and Motorcycle Show, Poker Run and Car Show, Vets for Veterans at Poncitlan Park in Palmdale from noon to 4 p.m. That's September 20th. You can learn more by going to AVVets, the number 4, veterans.org, or call 714-0454. Tom and Michael, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This is an outstanding organization and the things you're doing for veterans.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much.
that.
You bet. Got it.